Hi, today I'm going to show you how to build an outboard motor stand on wheels. It's actually pretty easy, even for an amateur, so you can follow along with me and watch how it's done. I'm laying out two pieces of 2x4s that I cut to 31 inches. Now I'm placing 24-inch 2x6s, which will form the upright section that you will need to fasten the motor to. If you need to mark the boards first with a pencil, you can, but I found it simple enough just to hold them in place with my foot and drill away. At the end of this video will be a list of materials that you will need to assemble this project, with the measurements of all the boards you will need to cut. Even if you don't have a whole lot of fancy tools or a lot of space to work in, you can still achieve this final product. Next, I'm going to place the 18, 11, 16 inch 2x4s against the bottom of the 2x6s. This will ensure the legs are strong and able to hold your heavy outboard. This section can now be set aside and attached to the base later on. The stand will keep your motor in an upright position, so it will drain properly after use and will keep the water from getting into the engine compartment and causing rust damage. As well, if you need to work on your motor, it's in perfect position to do so. I'm putting casters on this one to allow me to move it around easily. The next step is to build the base. To start, I'm attaching the 24-inch 2x4s to the ends of the 36-inch 2x4s. I left about 8 inches between the two boards. Once again, if you wish to make pencil marks at the spots you're going to drill, you can, but I found my foot held it in place just fine. At this time, I attached the back piece onto the bottom by setting the 18, 11, 16 inch boards against the 24-inch boards and fastened it securely with screws on the front and back. My camera crew, meaning my wife, had to stop filming and hold the piece firmly for me while I drilled. I placed the whole piece upside down on a set of sawhorses and put each caster about an inch away from the end of the board. I marked each hole with pencil, 16 in all, and will be using these 1-inch lag screws to secure the caster. Once marked, I removed the casters and am now drilling the 4 pilot holes for each one, making sure not to drill all the way through. Now I can replace the casters and fasten with the lag screws. Putting the casters on the bottom is probably the most time-consuming part of this project, but very simple to do so. The last step in this project is to attach the two pieces that will join the base to the upright section. I am cutting each end of the 32 and 3/16 inch 2x4s at an angle. One end should be about 30 degrees and the other about 52 degrees. Or if you aren't able to cut the specific degree, you can just mark the boards with a pencil and make the cuts freehand, as you can see I did here. Finally, I am attaching these boards as a brace on each side to give support when the motor is mounted on the stand. For me, cutting the angles was the hardest part of the project. I had to recut and move the boards around a bit to find the best fit. Other than that, this project was easy and only took a couple of hours from start to finish. I guess practice makes perfect, and to repeat myself, even an amateur can complete this. Well, there you have it. A really easy, sturdy, do-it-yourself project that you will have for years. I hope you like this. Thank you.